Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Christian Doyle and welcome back to my channel today. We are here to talk about the new film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe titled Captain America Civil War. Now, I'm probably the last person in the world to get the review up of this film, but I've been busy finishing my band's album, so I haven't actually been able to go out and check it out. It's been out here in Australia for 2 weeks. I can't believe I waited that long to see this film because I loved this film. It's definitely in the top 2 or 3 Marvel films of all time. It's in the top 5 comic book movies in general of all time, in my opinion. Maybe, I've only seen it once, so I can't really say, but it may even be the best one ever made. And really did what maybe DC should have done with Batman v Superman. I don't want to get any hate for that, but I liked Batman v Superman. I thought it was really enjoyable. I thought the first half was very messy, and then the second half was really, really good. And I feel like the way that the conflict was set up in this film was done how it should have been done in Batman v Superman. Like, they made it interesting. They had a villain there that was pulling the strings the way that Lex Luthor was trying to do, but this villain did it effectively and did it in a relatable way as to why you knew he was doing it, and you understood his motivation behind trying to get revenge on these characters. But as I said, it's a brilliant film. The Russos did an amazing job directing this film. I was never bored for a second. It's a 2.5-hour movie that flew by. I wanted more, and in my opinion, was just a brilliant, brilliant film. It's and the way they balance their characters, it is still very, very much a Captain America film, even with these other 12 characters that all have their moments throughout the film and all have things to do, and at the same time they don't steal the spotlight from the main story, which is Captain America and Bucky. And another thing this film does really well is involving what has gone on throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially Winter Soldier. This whole story based around Bucky and how Steve is trying to save him because the UN has been attacked and it's being blamed on Bucky because his photo comes up in a security camera feed when really it isn't him, it's a guy in a mask. And the way they directed this film and kept the focus solely on the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man, Tony Stark trying to capture the Winter Soldier, and really, as well as that, the government trying to kill the Winter Soldier for what he's done. And you understand both stories. If you go into this film on one side and you don't flip-flop throughout the film, then I don't know what's wrong with you, because they both have very good points as to why they're fighting, and both have very good points as to their points of view. And that's something that was also done really well in the directing aspect, is making you emotionally invested in everything that both sides were saying. So just the direction of this film is done impeccably. They showed it once on The Winter Soldier. They've showed it again now, and I can't wait to see what they do with Infinity War. Now to some of more highlights of the film. SpiderMan is incredible. He steals the show whenever he is on screen. There has never been a better on-screen Spider-Man, in my opinion. It is like they took Spider-Man out of the comics and put him directly on the big screen. He's witty. He's incredibly funny. So good to see a teenage Spider-Man that is actually a teenager, that is fanboying out as he's fighting all of these characters. And just an incredible use of Spider-Man, and used in a way that he served the story. He wasn't just thrown in there. He definitely was there for a reason. Another highlight is AntMan. AntMan is so funny in this film. If you haven't seen AntMan, you should go check it out, because the way he is portrayed in that film is exactly how he's portrayed in this film, and it is just so perfect. He fits in with every other character so well. It kind of acts the same way as Spider-Man in a way, by just fanboying out to seeing all of these people that he's looked up to. Baron Corbin, I think that's his name. I've watched a lot of reviews of this film, and a lot of people have a problem with him as the villain, and I don't agree. I think he was a brilliant villain. He's not meant to be this big villain that's going to be really hard to defeat and he's going to destroy the world. He's a victim of casualties of war when the Avengers have been around, and he hates them for it and wants them, knows that he can't defeat them himself, but he can make them want to kill each other. And the way that he did that, and the story that he goes throughout the film, is done brilliantly. I couldn't be happier with it. He's, in my opinion, one of the better Marvel villains. And honestly, just people are complaining because he has the name of Baron Corbin, but I'm not familiar with that character in the comic books, so it didn't bother me. It's just a name to me, and I just thought he was a good villain, a good way for these heroes to want to fight each other. And then there's a huge twist at the end that raises the stakes through the roof, and makes these two characters of Captain America and Iron Man, they're going for blood and they want to kill each other. And it's an amazing scene to end the film. A great last action set piece. And it's just another thing about this film is every action scene is incredible, from the opening scene with Captain America and Crossbones to the scene at the airport, which is probably the best action scene that's ever been put to film, and the final action scene with Iron Man, Captain America, and Bucky. It's just all just so incredible, and truly just a brilliant film that flew by. I wanted more. The post-credit scenes are incredible, really entertaining and fun. Just teasers, because that's what the post-credit scenes always have been. They're just teasers, and just incredible use of action and suspense and all this kind of stuff that the Russos proved they could do on Winter Soldier and have also done on Civil War. Make sure you go see this film while it is in theaters. It is an amazing theater experience. I'm going to give it a 4.75 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe down below. My name has been Christian Doyle, Fresh Currents.